Hello everybody, it is the King of Dragons here from Team Pandemonium, and today I'm going to be showing you my new all-time favorite deck, I think, even better than the Overlords, in my opinion. It's just, I love its playstyle, I love how powerful it is. Just, let's get into it. 4 copies of the starter, Flutter Deleter, Zuiye. Now, if you can't tell already, this is a Deleter deck, and you'll see what kind of Deleter deck it is in a second here. So its effect, when it's retired for the cost of your effect, look at top card of the deck, call it, move this card into soul, and then countercharge 1. It's good. You can even bump this down to 3 and it'd still be good. 4 Clamping Deleter Eddies. When it's placed on rear guard, draw a card if your opponent has a deleted Vanguard. Rendering Deleter Ifamis. When it's retired from rear guard for effect, look at the top card of the deck, call it, plus 5k. Sometimes you'll get a trigger. That's unfortunate, but you'll live. 2 Biting Deleter Girbas, just for that extra power. You know, I don't know. You could even bump this up to 4 if you wanted to, but I like to save the other 2 for Polypodia Deleter Oleron, just so we have that extra stand power. Nothing's getting past us. We're going to rush everything down in just a few seconds, as you see here. Moving on. 4 Remove Deleter Igargas. You vanish delete it, and one of your units with Deleter in its name gets plus 4k. It's not that bad. You could even run Ender if you wanted to. In fact, that might even be another good idea, but I prefer Igarga because your strides are going to take care of the deleting anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Shoot. I run 2 Rounding Deleter Ganovex. Soul Blast 2, when it's placed on rear guard, draw a card. Just so we have a use for the soul and draw power. 3 Guitarios, just in case if we call something, here's something that we have on call. Higher Deleter Fallen. It's Stride Fodder, Counterblast 1. When it's discarded for the cost of Stride, call it. Simple enough. 2 Evos. It's Counterblast 2, call anything. It's very expensive. I don't really use it. 2 Deleter Zakuerds. Counterblast 1, plus 2k. If it hits, your opponent can't stride. It's stupid, but it's a good card. Lie Down Deleter Given. His effect only really matters if you go first and you delete your opponent's Vanguard for an early rush. Counterblast 1 and retire this unit and 4 of your other rear guards. Stand up your Vanguard. I've played a lot of games with this deck, and most of the time I've gotten my opponents from 1 damage to 5 damage if I go first, and I delete and I rush them. And if I have Givun on the field, that's just more pressure on them. 3 Swift Deleter Gyaris. Choose one of your rear guards and retire it. Choose rear guard in your opponent's front row, retire it, and your opponent vanish deletes a card. This is just for vanish delete support. In fact, you could probably even boost the number of things. In fact, I think I'm even forgetting a card in the grade 1 section. No? Well, 4 Dark Jet Deleter Greyends, because it's grand. That's right, that's what I'm forgetting. Thank you all for reminding me. Heal Trigger Starvader Megalon Extreme. It's your generic flipper Soul Charger. It's good to have. 2 Greyons, just for just an extra card in case you don't get Greyend. It's also Stride Fodder usually. I usually use it for Stride Fodder anyway. Strides. 4 Ahodians. Flip a copy up, choose one of your rear guards, retire it. Delete your opponent's Vanguard, plus 2k for your front row gets plus 2k for every face-up card with the same name. 4 Gaiolans. Flip a copy face up, choose 2 of your rear guards and retire them. Delete the Vanguard. 2 of the expensive card, Original Deleter Igor. Counterblast 1, retire one of your rear guards, delete your opponent's vanguard, lock a unit in the back row, your opponent vanish deletes a card, and then if you have 4 more cards in your damage zone, and if your opponent has 13 cards in their bind zone, you win the game. I never get the instant win, but if the game lasts that long, go ahead, you get an instant win. 2 Amnesty Messiah for Link's Joker matchups. 2 Blaming Deleter. Counterblast, Soul Blast 1. 3 units in your opponent's front row get minus 1,000 power for every deleter in Vanguard, Rearguard, and G Zone. 1 Air Element. Discard a card, draw a card. 1 Skiru, discard a card plus 10k. And that is probably my favorite deck I've made so far on Cardfight Area. If you liked it, be sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.